Well, this is Kevin Daly at the Castle Hotel Saltwood, and this evening I'm joined by Greg BOARMAN, and we've been having a little wander back to when it was Boxing Day, when we all took part in the Saltwood Boxing Day Run. Now, Greg, before we go on about the check presentation which happened tonight, just give us a recap of the day.
Very, very dry conditions, which is very unusual, a very quick time. Round about 1,200 runners took part, but great conditions, sun was out, and probably about 2,000 people on the green were watching.
That's excellent. I mean, I will say that it was a really buzzy atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I spoke to people from London, from America, and even from far away as the Falkland Islands. So
yeah.
It was quite a mixed crowd.
Yeah.
So how long's the run been going?
This was the 42nd year.
Yeah.
It just seems to go on forever, and I've been involved probably helping people organise it for sort of 10 years, and then unfortunately, you know, people move on, not around anymore, and I ended up running it, which has been for about the last 25, 30 years.
Oh, right.
Or organising it, I should say, rather than running it.
So briefly tell me, it's called the Saltwood Boxing Day Run, but what's the course like?
It is off-road. There is a slight bit of road to start with. There's a part where you actually go up 40 steps, and that is actually steps, 40 of them. A slight incline up across one of the fields, and then it does a dog leg back down into the woods of Saltwood, and back across Slaybrook, across the road there, into the woods again, but then you're climbing quite a steep area through like little wooded sort of pathways, which is normally very muddy, but as I say, this year was a little bit dry. It
was quite dry, actually.
Yeah.
Now, I've run this course several times over the years, and I've seen people lose their shoe in the mud.
That's right.
And it's been
That's
that
right.
bad. So this year was probably good for first-time starters. Now, so the idea obviously is to raise money. So tell us about the fundraising side of things.
Well, over the years, it's raised an awful lot of money, and I got up to about 250,000. Which is over the 25 years it's been organising it. I mean, we all used to do it as a bit of fun, and we used to throw a few coppers in a pot. Bit like the medals, it used to be 100 for the children that took part, and then the parents wanted some. So here we are now. We dish out I do 1,000 medals, and then we ran out this year.
So who are the main benefactors this evening?
This evening, the cheques have been donated. One for motor neurone disease, which we always do because some of the runners sadly passed away from that disease quite a long time ago. And this time I've picked another one, which is lymphoma, which a gentleman who started the race has a connection with the lymphoma disease.
And how much have we raised this time round?
The total is actually 7,000. 2 sets of 3,000 will go to MND and lymphoma, and the other 1,000 is going to be spread between various smaller charities in the local community.
Yeah, that's nice, because it's a nice touch, because the people from the village hall have helped out immensely over the years.
Yes.
Now, Greg, it cropped up tonight. As most events, we're always short of volunteers. So if people want to volunteer, and if they want to find out how they can get involved in next year's fun run, which will soon come round, how do they get involved?
Well, the best thing to do is pop in the shop, my shop, which is called the Trophy Shop. It's in the High Street, Waitrose end of Hythe, and you're most welcome to pop in, have a chat with me, and we can go from there.
Okay, and there's one more thing. Is there any thank yous that you'd like to say particularly?
Well, the biggest thank you is to Mr. Nick Barnes, who is the managing director of Jenner's Construction. They gave us a very, very healthy donation. They've always supported us, and also supply barriers and lots of help. And, you know, without them on board, we wouldn't raise this sort of money. So It's a big thank you to Jenner's Construction.
Greg, I want to thank you and Christine, your wife, for the input that you've given to the run over the years. You do a fantastic job. You give up a lot of time. It's not just about getting ready Christmas Eve and packing up after Boxing Day. There's a lot of work involved.
Yeah.
And so I want to thank you for your continuing support. And all the local people and all the runners that enjoy it. And well done to you and Christine. Thanks very much for talking to me tonight.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you.